Hello?
Yeah, you joined this from laptop?
Yes, I am.
Fine.
Okay. So I am presenting my. I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Yeah. So you have given me three. Able to see my screen?
I can see.
Okay. So you have given me three things. So the first one, all AWS services in high level. Actually, I have spent 3 hours, but still, like there are few things yet to complete. Like, I have just updated few. Like under compute, I have taken few, and container few services, database few services, IoT. Like I am at to do all these things, and under network, few have taken, and others are remaining. I've just noted down what needs to be taken.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Okay, and the AWS cost management thing. So I have read all these services, or like all these options.
Okay, okay.
And the access cost for any five services I have taken only few, actually, like Aurora Standard. I have seen like there are Aurora IO, some other options as well,
Hmm.
but I have taken only Aurora Standard and storage rate and IO rate only, and like CloudFriend and EBS, ECS, there is no additional charge. There is no charge actually. So I've just mentioned that, and ELB and EC2 only on-demand instances. So I don't know if this is the way that you have asked me.
Yeah, right. That's the way. So, what you can do is, if you need some more time, you take that, and then
Mm.
can go to your login, in AWS account, and then walk me through and try to demonstrate. So how it will help you
Demonstrate.
is, like, you will have a fluency and you will remember all those terminologies and concepts easily. And you can, after this call, right, you can memorize them, and I will share the video also. You can see again. So once you do these activities, right, then you won't miss it. Like anybody ask you any question on any of this topic, you should be able to answer. You will be able to answer easily.
Okay. So what you want me to demonstrate? I
So
did
I
not
can
get that.
show you. So first you log in. So that will ensure that you are hands-on as well, right? Because
Hmm.
if you do alone, again it will be boring and you may not do it. So I will ensure that you are doing it hands-on. So log in.
Yeah.
Okay. So go to all services. Yes. So here, anyway, you are giving a overview of all this, right, which you have written. Hmm?
Hmm.
Now, probably you can take one AWS cost management if you have gone through everything, right?
Hmm.
And then give me a generic understanding of all these options.
Okay. Just all these you mean, right?
Hmm, hmm.
Okay.
So let's say you are on the interview bench, and the interviewer asked you that, tell me about AWS billing options, or how do you, take care of the cost so that, it is minimized for the organization, and you have to help out so that there is no extra cost, right? So that is one of the, DevOps engineer's job.
Mm.
So how do you answer to that?
Okay. Fine. So basically, I am see. I've taken, like, whenever I've taken, I have just noted. But I don't know, like, without seeing or something. I don't know to tell.
Hmm. So this is what you have to do. So practically you have to try them out. Okay. So let's say
Huh.
I will give you an overview here, right? AWS application cost profiler. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It says cost per tenant and workload. Okay. So what is tenant here? So you have to understand each and every terminologies very well. Do you understand what is tenant?
Is it the vendors?
Yes, it is a vendor
Okay.
or the customer. Okay. So
Yeah.
tenant is the person or the organization or the account which you are creating in AWS, right? Under which all different activities would happen and every control will be there under that account. Okay, so that is a customer or the tenant. So for example, you have created one account. Okay, now
Mm-hmm.
when you are a part of an organization, that company will create an account, and under that account there will be many users.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those
Yeah.
users will have a different roles and permissions.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say they will give you permission for creating certain services and manage them. Okay, and for your manager, they will give more permissions.
Mm. Yes.
Okay, here the account which is created on behalf of that organization or the company, that is the tenant. Okay, so cost per tenant and workload. So workload would be all your services, all different things which you are doing. Those all will be workload, and for every workload there will be certain cost involved with it.
Okay. So you mean like a workload means if one person is using an AWS account and that person, like what kind of services that tenant or the vendor or the customer
Means
you.
all the services which will be used, and for every service there will be some or other cost.
Yeah.
It may not be also if it is free.
Hmm.
So those would be accounted through cost profiler. Those all will be managed there.
Okay. So it means that for each customer and their workloads.
Correct. Correct.
Okay.
Then for billing, right? So
Hmm.
access, analyze, and control your AWS costs and usage. So
Hmm.
this would be in detail for every service, right? So when you are using a particular service, for example, let's say you are using a RDS. Okay. Now for RDS, how many replicas you are using, which all
Hmm.
regions you are using, what is the size of those databases, right? How much transactions are happening on those. So each of those criteria will have different cost factors. Okay,
Okay.
based on those cost factors, your billing will happen.
Okay.
So those things you can see in detail. So like every month there will be billing, and also there will be an projection that as per your assessment or the services which you have planned to use in next month, it may cost like this much. And once 1 month is over, then it will create that billing, and then
Hmm.
it will give you in detail for every factor. You can see what is the cost, and you have to analyze every factor, and you have to see which one you can optimize.
Okay.
For example, your database size is 10 GB in your organization. In fact,
Hmm.
whatever data is maintained or used, and that requires 2 GB only,
Hmm.
right? So you don't need 10 GB to be occupied, right?
Hmm.
So in that case, you will say that, okay, why don't I use at least 2 GB is required? I'll take another 2, and max I'll take 5. I won't take 10 GB.
So you mean this billing option will help automatically check all these?
All factors would be there, and you need to basically analyze, and there are many things where suggestions also would be there. Auto audit is also possible, which will suggest you that these are the things which you are not using, right? So why don't you optimize them so that it will reduce your cost? One is manual check, another is auto. Some other tools are also there in AWS. You will come to know later on, which will help you out to optimize them.
Okay.
So that's how this billing section will work. So I want you to do this for at least you do it for 5 services yourself, and for one
Mm.
service you need to show it to me how it works.
Okay.
Because
You
if
mean
you do not have experience on this, right, then
mm,
when during the interview you will not be able to answer.
yeah. So you mean like I want to do practically, like I have to create service and then do these things. That is what you mean,
Huh.
right?
Right.
Okay.
So you can create a very low cost ones, okay? So that may hardly cost 50 rupees or 100 to 100 rupees. Like that, you use some service, okay, which will just have some cost, and then it will help you out to explore more.
Okay.
Don't do it right away. I will tell you, because afterwards you need to use certain services for your own purpose, right? So that time you
Mm,
do them. You have to spend little money, but you will learn how things are working there.
okay.
Then you have AWS billing conductor, okay, simplifying your billing practice. So what all different practices you are doing, okay, related to billing. So you go through them and then see how it will help you.
Okay. I think that I have billing conductor. Okay. That is actually I have give I have took it as like it's a customizable billing.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
So what does it
like
mean, customizable billing?
it depends on the usages. We can
What you can
customize.
customize here?
Mm, the same like the number of instances using and the services. Is that so?
No. So you have to check that. Okay. What you can
Okay.
customize.
Hmm.
So few things I will leave it for you so that you explore.
Yeah. Okay.
Then AWS budget. Simple
So
budget.
yeah, so I think this is kind of the monitoring and alerts for the budgets that, like, if we have a particular limit and then it is getting, if it is getting increased, then we'll get alerts.
Give me an example.
For example, like I don't know to say in the real time example, but maybe I'll try. So we have an EC2 instances where it is getting scaled up, automatically scaled up, and it is increasing way beyond our budget. And then we can set up a alerts until we like if it is exceeds this particular budget, then send an email like that. So if it is getting
Right.
auto scaled, or like if it is auto scaling down also, maybe we can do an alert. We can set an alert
So that
and
is a
get an
different. So issues, sizing, usage kind of alert is different. Cost alert is different. So you are right. So let's say I'll give you example for it. RDS database. Okay. So database when it is when read replicas are increasing, let's say, or transactions are high, right? So it will have a cost. So you say that okay, in your average, it is going for let's say 5,000 rupees in a month.
Mhm.
So you say okay, 5,000 in average is going. So I will make it as 7,000 as my limit. Beyond that, don't scale something. Okay, or don't
Okay.
allow more transactions. Okay. So what will happen is even if someone tries to let's say hack your system and sends a huge amount of request or calls to your system, so it will retrieve the data and it usage will be very high, and you will be paying a huge amount to the cloud service company. cloud provider. Okay. But if you said that no, I don't want to spend more than 7,000, so the moment it happens, it will alert you, and also it will not, if you say that okay, if it crosses then stop it. I don't want anything more. So you can do those kind of automation as well.
Okay.
So that's how it will help you, so that you control everything through your budget.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Hmm.
So the cost explorer, is it like okay, visualize and explore. So like we can see how much we have already spent and what how much we have used, and for which services how much it is spent, specifically for the services and total everything, and then that we can visualize and then check on the cost that we are currently using.
Right. So same thing you can do in billing section and other, right, in the top. But difference is this will be giving you more ways of visualizing figures,
Maybe in
right?
the graph
Graphical
or
figures, right? Some
okay.
statistical figures,
Hmm.
all those. So
Okay.
especially it will help you to produce certain reports also, which will be you need to basically show it to the top level management. Because at the end, management would be only approving all those costs, and they will
Hmm.
be approving the payment.
Okay.
So you have to present that okay, across the account, across the organization, these are the different services we are using. This is the usage for them, and this much it is costing. Okay, so let's say you joined a company, and it will have a current, report dashboard. Okay, for the current cost, and after you analyzed, right, then you saw that there are 10 things which you can optimize. Okay, and then you prepared a forecasting or something by changing the configuration, or by using the cost calculator and all, and then you can show the difference to the management that see, if you do like this, then we can save so much of money. Okay, so that is where your experience count,
Hmm.
and you can do only when you have a good experience on it, hands-on. So you can do
Hmm.
that, and you can show it to the management that I can save the cost, and if you are able to convince them, they will say okay, go ahead and let's do it.
Okay.
And you basically constantly keep monitoring it and save money as much as possible.
Okay.
So that will
So
help you to create all
Christian, you
visualization.
told AWS Cost Explorer and the billing is kind of same. And here we can see multiple ways of visualization, visualize the costs, right, and in the future costs as well. And billing. So when we come to billing, it is the currently usage cost, right?
Yeah, exact
Future,
billing,
right?
exact usage.
Exactly. So whatever we have used
Right,
currently,
right.
right? And also, see, for example, okay, this is if we taken this is my account. So if I go to the billing section, I will see what I have used, right?
Hmm.
So to see the whole organization billing and all, then so is that we just need to log into the admin account and then we can see the whole organization things.
Yeah, so that permission would be there as per the different roles. So if you have that role, then you can see the organization wise cost.
Okay.
Okay, if you are assigned with only for particular services, then you can see the cost for those services only. So there are concept of single account, group account. Okay, different all different kind of maps you can create.
Okay. Okay. So for me, what are all the services I am allowed?
Hmm.
So for only those services, I can check the billing.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay. And can you explain this subscription, AWS Marketplace
Marketplace
subscription?
subscription. So digital catalog where you can find, buy, and deploy software,
So,
right? So these
yeah.
are the third party or different catalogs you need to see, which will help you to do a better analysis of the entire cost system. So in the
So what
market,
is
whenever
it?
say is a marketplace, it will be products which are outside AWS. So there is
Okay.
many any third party companies would be providing, but you can use them through AWS platform.
Okay. So what is it? Like we have to subscribe that and then use it.
Yes.
Here we
So
can. So
here, what you need to exercise, you need to do is go to the
mm,
marketplace, see what are different options are available, and
mm,
explore two, three, so that you know the concept how this marketplace concept works.
okay. Can you just show me once how can we do this? Manoranjan, can you please help me?
Yeah. So if you see this, like manage your subscriptions, you have private offers, you have discover the products, then vendor insights, and then private marketplace. Now go to discover the products. So what are the products are there?
So under infrastructure, like these things you mean, right? Like on the right side, that CrowdStrike, Fortinet, FortiGate,
Hmm.
and Cloud9. Okay.
So do one thing because see, you have to learn the self exploration also. Okay. So
Sorry, your voice wasn't clear.
you have to do self exploration. You have to learn the techniques. Okay. So
Hmm.
go through it. Spend 10-15 minutes. Okay. Whatever you understand, and then you come
Hmm.
back to me.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will explain you. I will help you out on the other angles.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So now, can we go ahead and complete this, or what you suggest?
Yeah. So that's all. So these all options you do practically, and then come back to me.
You mean the costs one? Whatever we have just.
Under cost management, for
Hmm.
each of these options, you should be able to do it practically.
Hmm.
Okay, few things you may not be possible until you really spend money, but whatever is possible, explore them and try to do practically.
Okay. 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 So for that, if I'm doing any practical things, then that you don't need to be documented, right? Those things.
Those you don't need to document. You can show it to me in this
Oh,
call.
okay. Okay. Sure. Sure.
Only the key points you can take a note, which you need to remember. It could be terminology, some sentences, some special information.
Okay.
Those things you have to keep in mind, which is required when you answer the questions in any interviews.
Okay. Got it. So, as in tomorrow's task, can I take that?
Yes, as a, this will be tomorrow's task. You go through it, and when you are ready, ping me. Then we will set up a meeting and we will discuss through it.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
So like this, in the left side, whatever option is there, like after AWS cost management, then we will do for account creations. Okay, how you create accounts for yourself, then for other people, how you can give access to them, right? For using different services and all. So those were
Hmm. Okay.
figure out where is that option available in the left side.
Okay.
Hmm. If
Um,
you are not able to, I will show you.
okay. To
But that will be
create.
second task. First task is your this one cost management.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, it will be in this category somewhere. You can check.
Mm, yeah. Giving access is this resource access manager.
So whichever category it will belong to, what we are going to do
Mhm.
is we'll pick that category first, okay, and we will explore
Okay.
all the services available in that category. Then you will know that okay, if I
Okay.
want to achieve this task, let's say you join the company, okay, they
Mm,
told
mm,
okay, create the different users and set different kind of roles and permission, divide the activities under different people so that they can start working. Because until
mm.
people have access and the account, they can't do any work, right?
Yeah.
So first
Yeah.
thing you have to do is you have to create the users and assign them certain roles and permissions so that they can start working on it. Once they start working, they have access, then only they can create your compute, your EC2, your infrastructure, and all other things.
Okay.
So these will be the step by step process.
Okay. Fine. So you are going to update the Excel sheet, right?
Uh, Excel sheet, first one is reviewed. No, I will. Those three are not complete yet. So overview you have to do it, right? And
Yeah.
then exploring the cost management, I will mark it as closed only when you complete the review.
Okay.
Okay, and assess. Third task was assess cost for the five services, right? So at least
Yeah.
if not five, let's see how much is feasible. At least you have to do all those. Once you are done, then either tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I will close. So don't go
Okay.
to this, access account and all until you complete this cost management.
What is it?
Cost management thing. You once you have to finish. Once you finish, then only go to access control or security.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Anything else?
Nothing. That's it.
All right. Cool. See you then again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Manoranjan.
No problem. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.